కేబుల్ డైరెక్ట్ అక్కడ పెట్టుకున్నాను. ये स्क्रीन फुल है सर, पीपीटी शॉर्ट है।
फेलिसिटेशन का पीपीटी का दो नहीं रखने का,
ये जो इधर है ये शॉर्ट
अपना वेबकैम
डायरेक्ट तो सर इधर इधर है
नहीं नहीं
वेबकैम
पीपीटी ऊपर है।
ऐसे बना रहा है ऐसे आपका बना रहा है ये गुजरात में भी करता है कहीं से
कैमरा अपने
हां कहीं से क्लिक करो
फुल स्क्रीन व्यू करो तो सर सरांनी बोलवलं.
अभी क्या बोला था मैडम आपने पीपीटी
अभी दो ही लोगों का ये करना फेलिसिटेशन का इधर किया है कि
नहीं डाउनलोड नहीं किया
डाउनलोड नहीं किया
करें
और वैसे और सामने
चेंजेस है मैडम हां बस दोनों का डिलीट ऑर्डर मैडम
इथे बसून घ्या चला एम फॉर्म मुलं
पहले
इकडे बसा साइड चेअर्स मध्ये बसून घे शैलेंद्र बस बेटा
डाउनलोड करते
यूट्यूब तो इधर से नहीं है ना
व्हाट्सएप पे होगा ना.
हो हो इथे बसून घ्या चेअर्स.
हेलो हेलो माइक चेक.
ये है ना
हाँ गेस्ट पहले समय सर का
शेवटचं परत नको धाव.
हॅलो हॅलो
ये ऊपर करो.
हॅलो 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 क्या चेक करना था
फेलिसिटेशन है ना या बाजूला इकडे करू.
तो उसके अंदर वॉइस मतलब उसके अंदर नॉइज आ रहा है क्या?
आ रहे हैं ना अभी मैं मेरा बात आ रहा था ना वॉइस चेक करेंगे अभी सर
नहीं नहीं यहाँ
गूगल मीट में ना. यार ये तो नहीं.
किसी में एंट्रेंस से तो क्लियरिटी के लिए मैंने
कैसे किधर है
बंद करना
इकडे
है
आत
बंद
आहे. आतमध्ये वाटतं.
वो भी बंद करो सर वो भी उधर का भी वो वाला भी उधर अभी ये होने वाला है ना लाइट लैम्प में
सर इकडे असणार आहे आत.
जो आएंगे इधर कर सकते हैं तो उधर नहीं कर सकते हाँ
2 मिनट में आ रहे हैं और सर बाहर बाहर.
अंगने सेटिंग्स पे अंगने आड़ा सेटिंग्स
वो डिस्टेंस वही है क्या करते हैं?
हाँ वही सब डिस्टेंस हाँ सही
नहीं शायद थोड़ा
नहीं सर ये देखो ना ये है प्रोजेक्शन में है वो पीपीटी शॉर्ट है ये देखो प्रोजेक्शन में है
हिसाब कर देना.
इधर का है जैसे इसको निकाल के रखना पड़ेगा इसका केबल का है शायद इसमें केबल का हाँ मैडम हाँ दे देंगे नंबर दिया क्या आपको बस काफी काफी अभी पूरा इसमें
पूरा इधर से करने का दूसरे काम
हेलो मैडम
हाँ सर आप चेक कर लो इसको अगर नेट चाहिए तो फिर मोबाइल रखोगे आपको कनेक्ट करना है
वाले
टेक्निकल माणूस लागत घ्या
चारित्र्याच्या
हाँ सहमत हाँ नहीं वो उसको बोलो मैं करता हूँ क्या आवाज़
म्यूट है क्या वो आवाज़ नहीं आ रहा प्ले करो पोडियम थोड़ा आगे लो क्या पहले नेशनल अंतम
लेटर SPP नहीं नहीं नेक्स्ट महाराष्ट्र लास्ट में SP कॉलेज
उसके बाद सर वो आइकन ये लाल आलस है अच्छा ये वाला
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवा जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा
आवाज सुन हो रहा है आवाज नहीं आ रहा है ना आवाज अच्छा नहीं आ रहा
हां आहे ओके चेक करा तुमचं याला सरकू नका फक्त बघता याला
आपका कुछ पेपर है क्या हाँ पेपर है तो इधर लाइट है देखिए इधर बटन है नहीं अभी लाइटिंग आएगा आपका पेपर के ऊपर ये फोकस हो जाएगा
याला आहे ना असं हलू नका आवाज
याला दाखवा नसतो
हॅलो हॅलो
वाढवायचं
येतोय का मग
थोड़ा
हॅलो हॅलो येतोय ना
आवाज आ रहा है ना हाँ?
हॅलो हॅलो माइक चेक हॅलो गुड आफ्टरनून टू ऑल ते आधी सरळ होता ना त्याला वाकडा केला.
बोला
बोल बोल
हॅलो हॅलो गुड आफ्टरनून टू ऑल
बसच बंद करून
कमीच
टाकायचं
कमीच राहू द्या नाहीतर एवढंच आता हे आपले
मास्टर
जास्त जण नाही आहे
बोला बोला
बोला ना थोडंसं
हॅलो हॅलो गुड आफ्टरनून हॅलो
ओके मास्टर
इथल्या
कमी
इथे जाईल ना आवाज
हां भरपूर पुढे एवढं
माईकची सुद्धा गरज नाही इथं
तेच
काही नाही जास्त वाजायला लागलं ना मास्टर आहे ना
काय नाही आहे आम्ही इथं
हां तुम्ही इथं काम करा
इथं कोण तुम्ही थांबले मग तुमचं नाव घेऊ का नुसतं आपल्या इथं व्हिडिओ
आमचं काही नाही आम्हाला
का टेक्निकल टीम पण
आपका ठीक है ना हो गया ना इमेजेस ओपन करेंगे। ठीक है, रहने दो। ठीक है, रहो दे। नहीं, इससे पहले किया तो वही बात। नहीं रहने दो सर, अभी रहने दो, अभी डिस्टर्ब मत करो। कोई स्टूडेंट्स है क्या बाहर? किसी को बोलो इन्फॉर्म पेरेंट्स। और हो गए फार्मेट देने के लिए बोलो। कोई एनपीसीसी का नाम पे एक अटेंडेंस शीट बना के देने के लिए बोलो और किसी को।
हॅलो तू आलास एक अटेंडन्स शीट एम फॉर्मच्या मुलांची म्हणजे वरती नाव एन पी सी सी लॉजिक
थोड़ा इधर चेयर इधर ले लो थोड़ा वो और एक चेयर हाँ नीचे कैसे नहीं बीच में कुछ गैप है तो
नॅशनल अँथम वगैरे झालं. टाकणे मॅडम, मावशी हे लॅम्प लाइटिंग झालं ना, लॅम्प लाइटिंग झाल्यानंतर फेलिसिटेशन. फेलिसिटेशन कधी येते माहिती ते विचारलं ना करायला मॅडम, तर हे लॅम्प लाइटिंग झाल्यानंतर. Let's welcome to all the guests with a big round of applause. I request all the guests and faculty members to please take their respective seats. Good morning to all the respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, faculty members and dear students. On behalf of Seva Shikshan Prasarak Mandas, Dr. N.J. Paulbudhe College of Pharmacy, Ahilyanagar, I, Assistant Professor Shraddha Mundada, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, welcome you all to the preparatory meeting of National Pharmacy Curriculum Conclave 2026, which we are planning to organize in the last week of April. We are deeply honored to have with us the distinguished pharmacy academicians and members of the Board of Studies of Savitribai Phule Pune University. I express firstly my sincere thanks to the management for giving us permission to organize this event, and I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to the respected guests Dr. Sanjay Pawar sir and Dr. Ramesh Sawant sir to attend today's preparatory meeting. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and spending your valuable time with us. This preparatory meeting has been organized with the objective of bringing together academicians, subject experts, and stakeholders to review, discuss, and strengthen the pharmacy curriculum in line with evolving Industry 4.0 academic requirements, regulatory expectations, and global standards. it is going to serve as a platform to exchange ideas, integrate innovations, and ensure competency-based pharmaceutical education, thereby preparing students to meet professional and societal needs effectively. We will begin this auspicious meeting with the national anthem, followed by the Maharashtra state song and the university anthem. So I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Maharashtra song.
सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गर्जत शिवशंभू राजा
दरी दरीतून नाद गुंजला महाराष्ट्र माझा जय महाराष्ट्र माझा जय महाराष्ट्र माझा
काळ्या छातीवरी कोरली अभिमानाची लेणी
University anthem.
ज्ञान
you all. Please be seated. Before we proceed further, I would like to share a significant context behind organizing this conclave. Recently, on 27th of March, we solemnly observed the 22nd death anniversary of our beloved founder, late Shri Nath Jayavant Paulbudhe Sahib. As a mark of respect and tribute to his invaluable contributions, our respected principal, Dr. Shyam Panga sir, has thoughtfully organized this National Pharmacy Curriculum Conclave 2026. This program stands as a reflection of SSPM's founder's vision of promoting quality education, academic excellence, and progressive thinking. So now we will move towards lamp lighting ceremony, symbolizing the removal of darkness and spread of knowledge. Along with this, we take a moment to express our deep respect and gratitude to our visionary founder, late Shri Nath Jayavant Paulbudhe Sahib. I request all dignitaries to kindly come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. As we are in the month of April, we remember and pay tribute to the great social reformers and visionaries Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, and Savitribai Phule. We will also pay tribute to Professor M.L. Shroff, who is the father of pharmacy education in India. Thank you all the dignitaries. Please take your respective seats. Now I request to technical team to play the video of highlighting the life, vision and contributions of our respected founder, late Shri Nath Paulbudhe Sahib. It is now time to felicitate our esteemed guest as a token of our respect and appreciation. So I request Dr. Shyam Panga sir to felicitate Dr. Ramesh Sawant sir. Dr. Ramesh Sawant sir is a BOS member of SPPU. He is Vice Principal, Senior Professor and Head, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry and PG Studies from Padma Shri Dr. Vittal Rao Vikhe Patil Foundation's College of Pharmacy, Ahilyanagar. Thank you, sir, for accepting our token of love. Next, I request Dr. Venu Kola sir to felicitate Dr. Sanjay Bhawar sir. Dr. Sanjay Bhawar sir is BOS member SPPU. He is Professor, Department of Pharmacology from Pravra Rural College of Pharmacy, Loni. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the esteemed guests. Now I request Dr. Shyam Panga sir to give the brief of the aim and objective of this preparatory meeting of NPCC 2026. Thank you.
ये बंद कर, ये बंद कर, इसको ऑफ करो, इसको। ये बंद कर, ये बंद कर। डिस्ट्रिक्ट distinguished guests of today's function, Shri Dr. Ramesh Sawant sir, Senior Professor, Head Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, College of Pharmacy, Vilatgat. Yet another distinguished guest, Member Board of Studies and Department of Pharmacology, Pravara Rural College of Pharmacy, Dr. Sanjay Bhawar sir, esteemed faculty members, non-teaching staff, and my dear students. Today we are all gathered here with a special purpose to discuss over the National Pharmacy Curriculum Conclave, which we are planning to organize in the month of April, in the last week of April we are planning. So in this regard, what type of preparations we should make and what are its objectives, aims, all these things I would like to present with the help of PowerPoint presentation in the next couple of minutes. Also play my PPT. Play my PPT. Share screen. Entire screen, entire screen. I, I take it as my privilege and honor to present a brief presentation about the model of reforms which you would like to propose on the released draft PCI 2025 BPharm curriculum by Pharmacy Council of India. So in the next couple of slides, we will be having a discussion on what kind of changes are needed and why they are needed and how they can be relevant in the existing contemporary times. So my focus of the discussion is restructuring the pharmacy education system for the BPharm degree in India, experiences and expectations, what experiences we have, what expectations we should have from an ideal and model curriculum. Next slide, please. And these are the contents which I would like to speak in the next couple of minutes. And since we are running out of time, I try my level best to wind up the discussion within a definite period of 30 to 40 minutes. So the contents, coming to the contents, brief introduction about what is the current system and what are the challenges, those things we will have a discussion. The current scenario about education system in our country, education system in Maharashtra, number of pharmacy colleges, and pharmaceutical industry, what is the strengths and weakness of Indian pharmaceutical industry. All those data we will discuss in the introduction. Then we will have an evaluation and analysis of PCI 2016 BPharm curriculum, followed by PCI 2025 curriculum which is released by Pharmacy Council of India for BPharm degree. Then comparative evaluation between 2016 model, 2016 curriculum and 2025 curriculum which is proposed. Then what are the academic experiences which we have with the 2016 syllabus, and then what are the industry experience expectations from the syllabus. All these things also we'll discuss. Then comes our actual model, that is the proposed model through which we would like to propose some reforms, that also we will discuss. Then last, NPCC 2026 National Pharmacy Curriculum Conclave, what are its objectives and its program schedule, tentative program schedule, all those things we will be having a discussion fruitfully in the coming slides. Next slide, please. So we all know very well about the kind of programs that are being introduced in pharmacy education system in India. It's very relevant to every one of us that DPharm program is there, BPharm program is there, PharmD program is there, MPharm program is there. Currently, these 4 programs are offered by Pharmacy Council of India with a varied duration, varied focus, and varied expectations. Next. So coming to the number of colleges, pharmacy colleges in India, you can see number of DPharm colleges and BPharm colleges. As per the data released by PCI website during 25-26 academic year, around 4,900 pharmacy colleges are in operation in India, out of which DPharm colleges are around 2,875. More DPharm colleges are there from offering DPharm course, and BPharm colleges are around 1,745. So by taking on an average strength of 60 students in DPharm, around 1,72,500 students are coming up every year. If we consider the passing rate of 70%, then the number of DPharm students coming out every year will be 1,20,930 students per year. And coming to the BPharm, here we have around 1,745 colleges. On an average, if we take the intake of all colleges, some colleges offers 60 intakes, some colleges offer 100 intake, but on an average, let us take the intake as 70. Then if you multiply 70 with 1,745, then we get around 1,22,150 graduates coming out every year, out of which if we consider the passing rate as 70%, then the net graduates who pass out every year is around 85,500, which means if we combine both, around 2 lakh graduates, 2 lakh people who are being imparted with the pharmacy curriculum, they are coming out, and what kind of opportunities they can find in the industry and other sectors that we have to seriously think of. Next. Next slide. And coming to the number of pharmacy colleges, more number of pharmacy colleges, you can see top 5 states which are offering more number of pharmacy colleges. Maharashtra stands as one of the major states which is having more number of colleges, like 234 number of colleges are there in Maharashtra. And then 217 Uttar Pradesh, then 167 Andhra Pradesh, 122 Madhya Pradesh, and 107 Telangana. It means here, whatever the policy that PCI would like to propose, it has to consult with the people, with the professionals who are in Maharashtra, because Maharashtra is having more number of colleges. Whatever the decisions that are taken by the PCI is going to impact a lot on Maharashtra students than any other state, because Maharashtra is having more number of colleges. Hence, whatever the policy changes, whatever the curriculum changes, if they would like to propose, and we hereby request the Pharmacy Council of India that please take the voice of Maharashtra before you finalize anything, because whatever you do is going to directly impact upon the education system, pharmacy education ecosystem which is present in Maharashtra. Next. Coming to the Indian pharmaceutical industry, we know very well it's a wonderful industry which offers diverse economic employment opportunity and also contributes well for the nation's wealth. So Indian pharmaceutical industry is considered as not only it is contributing for the wealth of the nation but also health of the nation. So in that regard, if I have to present about the Indian pharmaceutical industry, even if I write in 100 slides, it will not be sufficient, but very few points which we have given here, very few important points I have presented here. Global pharmacy, India is considered as the pharmacy of the world. In our country, especially Indian pharmaceuticals industry, exports around 20% of global generics and 60% of the world vaccines. So whatever the students who are here in this particular country should have knowledge about how to manufacture generic medicines and also how to manufacture vaccines, because our national interest is in the production of generics and also production of vaccines. This itself means that whatever the curriculum that we design, the number of contribution or the proportion of topics which must be included in the curriculum, more weightage should be given to generic drugs content and also vaccines, because India is dealing more and doing more business with the generics and vaccines. Next, coming to the manufacturing power, we have around 10,500 plus industries are there in this country. This everyone knows. And India is the only country which is having more number of US FDA approved plants out of the United States. No other country is having this many number of US FDA plants. This is one of the major strengths of our Indian pharmaceutical industry. So next, coming to the scale and growth, around $50 billion of the current value of the Indian pharmaceutical market is around $50 billion US, and it is likely to project or increase in the coming, not even 5 years, in the coming 4 years, because it is mentioned there as 2030, 3 times it is going to increase. See, now current value is $50 billion, and the projected value is around 130, which means almost 150, which means 3 times increase in the market size, in the value size. Then we have to be prepared to capture that type of market, and we have to prepare our own graduates to see that they are going to benefit out of the marketing opportunities which is present in our country. Next, self-reliance, PLI scheme reducing API import dependence by 70%. Another important issue here with us is we are extremely, even though we are very much expertise in production of pharmaceuticals, we are highly dependent on API, active pharmaceutical ingredients, on China, because this reality government has observed, and government is now encouraging all the Indian pharmaceutical industries to prepare, to manufacture, to synthesize their own APIs. API dependency they are trying to reduce. Hence, as an academicians, it is our responsibility to include some content related to API synthesis and some topics which can actually empower the students to prepare for API synthesis. That is also very much needed, and whether it is present in the existing curriculum or proposed curriculum, we will discuss in the coming slides. Next, innovation pivot shifting from volume-driven generics to value-driven specialty medicines. So far, India is only known for producing major generics, generic tablets, generic capsules, but now we are moving ahead producing generic biosimilars. So specialty molecules and proteins, peptides. So knowledge about biotechnology is also very essential in the coming days for our pharmacy graduates to get benefited out of the potential that is going to be offered by the Indian pharmaceutical industry. Next slide, please. And if you look at the employment and salary potential of Indian pharmaceutical industry, the top sector which is going to employ more number of graduates is tablets and formulation sector, where the employment potential is around 1.2 million, means around 12 lakh graduates. 12 lakh people it can employ, and around in 10,500 units, and the starting salary is around 2.2 lakhs to 3.5 lakhs based on their competencies and knowledge levels, and seniors may get around 8 lakh to 15 lakhs. This itself shows that tablet and the expertise and the knowledge in the production of tablets and capsules is very much essential to grab the job opportunities present in the pharmaceutical industries, because in the pharmaceutical industries majority of the jobs are offered in tablets and capsules. Hence our syllabus must be changed in such a way that these topics are given more weightage so that more number of students can become employable in the pharmaceutical industry. Next, coming to API synthesis sector, that is bulk drug synthesis. This is also second largest sector which can actually provide employment for B.Pharm graduates. But unfortunately, due to the lack of knowledge in synthesis and process chemistry, our B.Pharm graduates were unable to utilize the source of that employment that is being offered in API synthesis area. There also around 500,000, means 5 lakh people actually can benefit out of that if they have good API synthesis skills. So it means, as an academicians, it is our responsibility to keep these sectors in our mind while framing the syllabus. Next, vaccines and biosimilars. This is the emerging area. Now India is moving from traditional generics to specialty generics, complex molecules, because the success of the biological molecule in therapy is very high without any side effects, and people are depending more, especially in cancer therapy. The biosimilars are finding a lot of good applications without any side effects. So in that particular regard, in our curriculum, even something must be mentioned about vaccine production and biosimilar production, because highly skilled around 250,000 employees are needed in this particular sector, and with an entry salary of 3.5 lakh, and if they become more specialized, there is a chance of getting even 15 to 25 lakhs per annum. Next, coming retail and distribution, vast supporting network. This is another area where a lot of opportunities are there for the graduates. Around 8 lakh people can be employed in this particular sector. But if you look at the syllabus which is being proposed or which is already existing, in this, the share of the weightage which is being given to pharma marketing is very less. It is been placed under electives, and in the proposed also very little attention has been paid to this particular sector. So next, coming to sales and marketing, pharma, AI and IT. Now this is a boom area, AI and IT around 150, which means 150,000 people can be employed over there, and even the starting salary is also very high in this sector, and our people have to focus on these particular areas so that the coming generation can be employed with handsome salaries in pharmaceutical industries. Next. You can look at the paradox situation, pharmacy education versus employment. So there is no correlation actually. When you take BTech, so BTech graduates, whatever the education that they take, the starting salary is minimum, like even if the person is not so competent, he is likely to be starting his career with 30,000 at least. So if you can compare the fee structure of BTech and also pharmacy, not much difference. In majority of the colleges, like in A grade, NAC A+ grade colleges, the annual fees of the B.Pharm is as much as the annual fees of BTech. But when you compare the salaries of BTech student and B.Pharm student, it is not proportionally increasing. So B.Pharm fees is around 1 lakh, and even BTech fees is also 1 lakh. But when it comes to the starting salaries, the B.Pharm starting salary is not more than 10,000, and in some cases, if the candidate is so competent, 15,000. But even the worst of the worst case in BTech situation is 30,000 starting salary. So where is the problem here? So far we have seen the potential of pharmaceutical industry. Pharmaceutical industry is highly potent, having great market value. It can accommodate so many people with highest salary, but the problem is there in the education system. Unless and until we modify and we make some changes and produce competent graduates, we may not be able to get higher packages for our students. So this is like quantity versus quality. 2 lakh graduates are coming out, because in the first slide itself, I mentioned that on an average in a year, we are having 2 lakh pharmacy graduates, right? And how is their problem? Technically, they are not talent. So out of 2 lakh graduates, not even 10,000 people are actually potent, actually competent. Not that the students are incompetent, because whatever the competitive examinations that we are organizing at the state level, like CET or whatever the NEET, whatever it is. So see, if you take the example of even College of Pharmacy at Viladghat, I think the top merit for B.Pharm is not more than 95 to 96%, right? Am I correct, sir? 96%. Those who perform on an average 96%, 97% are also coming and opting the pharmacy courses. But still, we are unable to turn their talent into an employable talent so that they can be hired with a high package initially. So the same student, if he opts for B.Tech, he is getting more salary. The same student, if he is coming to pharmacy, is getting very less salary. So we need to identify the problem. Is there a problem with the student, or is there a problem with the institution, or is there a problem with curriculum? This we have to examine critically, understand it on a humanitarian grounds, and propose a solution that can actually benefit our future generations. So generally strapped, because the other problem here is why our students are unable to get high packages same as that of the engineering graduates, because we are trapped in the generalist trap. So whatever the syllabus that is being covered, that is being produced, or that is being included in B.Pharm, it is only general, no specialty, no special skills are imparted, unlike in case of engineering graduates. So this is the systemic problem which we are facing, and we have to identify. And unless and until we must turn our generalist degree into a specialized degree, we may not be able to compete with a B.Tech degree, because the fee structure for B.Pharm and B.Tech is almost close, and there is no disparity. Next, degree skill, you know very well. Even high CGPA failed to translate into, like if you ask even 90%, 95% B.Pharm graduate to write about batch manufacturing records, he may not be able to write, because industry wants documentation skills. And we know very well as an academicians, there is no mention about documentation skills in our syllabus. Next. Next. So this is also same, like we call it as a degree inflation, because it's now what we are facing in pharmaceutical education is educational inflation. Degrees are high, salaries are low. Actually, the philosophy of education should be minimum education, maximum employment. But unfortunately, we are left with maximum education, minimum employment. Even the PhD candidate in pharmaceutical sciences unable to draw a starting salary of 40 to 50,000. And seriously, we have to think about this. What changes we need to make to empower the students with the education? As an academician, this is a serious cause of concern, and we all are here to discuss upon this, deliberate upon this. We invite the great comments from all the eminent academicians to place their inputs in this particular issue. Next. Coming to curriculum, what is a curriculum? Because we have been discussing about curriculum, and our main content in organizing this National Curriculum Conclave is revolving around the curriculum itself, because we want some changes to be done in the curriculum. Then what is a curriculum? Because you know very well, curriculum is a document, is a representative document, so that reflects the aspirations of all stakeholders and guides education for the society. All stakeholders, in the sense, in pharmacy education, stakeholders are students, stakeholders are teachers, stakeholders are industry persons, healthcare system, all people who are all connected to pharmacy education system and employment system. All their aspirations have to be reflected in the curriculum. Then only it is called an ideal curriculum, a model curriculum, which can serve the needs of the society, which can serve the needs of the students and empower them with the education and employment. Next, key features of the curriculum is, whatever the curriculum that we propose, these are the key features a curriculum is supposed to have. So clear objectives and outcomes must be there. So with this particular mindset, we have to critically evaluate whether the clear objectives, clear outcomes have been mentioned in the PCI draft 2016 and also in the PCI draft 2025. Let us examine that from this particular perspective. This can be called as evaluating parameters to critically analyze any curriculum which has been placed before us. So structured and organized content, whatever the content that is there, whether it is placed logically or not. First basic level, from basic level, content has to move to the advanced level. From the advanced level, it has to move to the specialized level. This protocol, this particular system, this procedure, this principle, whether the given curriculum is following or not, that we have to check. Next, aligned teaching and learning strategies. So teaching, learning, assessment. These are the three important core elements for the success of any curriculum. Even if your curriculum is very perfect, even if your curriculum is having all the content which is needed and which can be actually utilized or useful for the employment opportunities outside, but if there is a fault in your teaching, learning and assessment strategies, that curriculum may not achieve its objectives. So while designing a curriculum, we must ensure that we must revisit, re-examine what are the existing teaching strategies, what are the existing learning strategies, what are the existing assessment strategies. Is there any need to change them so that we can improve and we can meet the objectives and outcomes of the curriculum which is going to be proposed. Next, coming to the assessment and evaluation system, measures knowledge, skills and competencies. So far, the system which we have only measures the knowledge. Only just, if you can take the Bloom's taxonomy, in the Bloom's taxonomy, only not up to the level 3, we are able to evaluate our graduates. But we must move beyond that and we must go for analyze, evaluate, apply. So up to these levels we have to move and we have to modify our assessment system for making our curriculum successful. Next, relevance to the society and industry needs, whether whatever the curriculum that is proposed, is it actually reflecting the aspirations of the society and industry and all the stakeholders or not. This has to be examined very critically. Next. So many types of curriculum are there. So many types of curriculum are there, and because I don't want to mention all the types of curriculum, and a lot of curriculums are the integrated curriculum, vertical curriculum. Likewise, subject-centric curriculum are there, learner-centered curriculum are there, competency outcome-based curriculum are there. But here, for our pharmacy education system, relevant curriculum model is competency and outcome-based curriculum. So this type of curriculum is needed because we come under professional courses. Some basic sciences courses are there, applied sciences courses are there, and engineering sciences are there. For them, different type of curriculum models are needed. For our pharmacy professional course, we need a model of competency and outcome-based curriculum which focuses on skills, competencies, and outcomes, and emphasis is more on what learners can perform in real life rather than what they have learned in their academic setting. Next. So how can a curriculum meet its goals and objectives? So far I was speaking about how a curriculum can be successful. What can make a curriculum actually be implemented in the real setting. So that let us have a look at it. First thing is outcome-based education, because it defines the targets, it defines the objectives, it gives the clear focus about what a student has to learn, and that avoids wastage of time, that makes the student to focus himself on whatever the topic that is being given to him. So next, teaching learning transformation, because whatever the passive learning methods are there, that must be transformed into active learning methods. Then only a curriculum can be successful. Because we have been talking about how to make modifications about curriculum. Yes, we will make some modifications, but in spite of making modifications also, there may be a chance of failure of the curriculum if we don't pay attention to teaching, learning and assessment strategies. So that also should be paid attention for a curriculum to make it very successful. Next, assessment reforms, Bloom's taxonomy, because we have to move for evaluating, apply, analyze and create rather than remember and understand. See, if you can look at our theory examination question paper, very short answer questions, short answer question, long answer question. Very short answer question is just memory based recall, and short answer questions just minimum understanding, and even long answer question also descriptive oriented, theory oriented. It does not actually test the creativity and analysis, especially analysis it has to create, but we are not including these type of components in our assessment system. Next. industry integration, experiential learning, faculty preparedness, continuous improvement. These are some of the aspects we have to look into it. Because industry, if we don't align our curriculum with the industry, for whose sake we are developing our curriculum? Who is the end product? Who is the end user of our curriculum? The end user of our curriculum is the employer. And employer mindset we have to read. Employer needs we have to meet. Employer needs we have to understand and see that his aspirations, his needs are reflected in curriculum, and then only we can expect some handsome salary, because we can't demand just like BTech graduates, since we are paying annual fees similar to the BTech graduates, pay us the same fee, because market dynamics will not work like that. Market dynamics are completely dependent on what you can do for the industry, what value you can create once we hire you. That is the model by which a person is going to be tested, rather than the content knowledge which a candidate is going to acquire with the traditional curriculums. Next, experiential learning, because experiential learning is the buzzword nowadays. Nowadays, people are talking about internship, people are talking about industry collaborations. Why? Because students learn more with doing rather than learning. So they learn more with doing rather than simply reading and remembering. So this shift must be done. Instead of just reading and remembering, we must encourage our students to do and apply whatever the knowledge that they gain in the real settings. Then only the experiential learning can come. And initially, these high packages we can expect if we pay attention all these things. Next, faculty preparedness. This is very, very important, because in the success of curriculum, another a person who is behind the success of the curriculum is a teacher. So unless and until we empower the teacher, we cannot empower the students. An empowered teacher can only empower the students. An enriched teacher, a teacher who is having good skills, can only impart good skills to the students. And what we can do for enriching the knowledge of the faculty and preparing the faculty for the execution of the proposed curriculum, that should also be mentioned. Because if the faculty are not prepared, then who is going to deliver the actual content of the curriculum to the students? So our policy making bodies should act practically think, not just writing something and passing the statements, but what is the actual mechanism by which we can actually improve the quality of the teachers. That also should, because in the engineering side, they have a dedicated body of All India Council for Technical Education, which continuously looks after about the upskilling, reskilling of the teachers. But our PCI has to adopt that model and establish some quality improvement center, just like AICT which has done, which used to open up some quality improvement centers in the academic excellence institutions and gathering all the faculty at least 3 months, once in 3 months, and telling them about the recent advancements. So this type of arrangement, this type of practice has to be included in the coming up curriculum. Next. Continuous feedback and improvement, which means our curriculum should be flexible, because now PCI 2025 draft is saying that it is aligned with the NEP. NEP is more flexible model. You can change the syllabus as and when you want, because it was a rigid period. From 2016 to 2026, we have not made a single attempt to make modifications to our syllabus. But industry is moving with a rabbit speed. We are moving with a tortoise speed. So we must come out with a speed that can actually align with the speed of the industry. So changes in the curriculum must be rapid, and it should be reflected in the students' books and in the students' learning practices, so that they will be employed in the industry sector with handsome salaries. Next, just wait. So this is the curriculum evaluation matrix. So these points have to be kept in the mind while evaluating any particular curriculum which is being placed before us. These are all the important parameters which we have to test. So academic, what is the dimensions? Around 9 dimensions are given, and from these 9 dimensions we have to look at the curriculum, whether the curriculum, the proposed curriculum or existing curriculum is actually matching with the needs of this one. So when it comes to academic, whatever the key question here is depth sufficient? Whatever the depth that is being provided is sufficient for the graduate level student. And we have to evaluate what is the depth of knowledge in the other professional courses at the graduate level, like engineering, medical, and even BAMS, other professional courses, what kind of level of knowledge they are actually placing in that. because we are being treated equally with the other professional courses, and what type of academic depth they have included. We have to assess that and ensure that the same depth is being included in the pharmacy programs as well, because unknowingly, with a lot of superstition, some people enters into the pharmacy program saying that this is also having an equal weightage, equal potential, and at the end they should not feel that this is a course which is having low priority because its academic depth is very low, because we are collecting the fees on par with the other professional courses, and the level of knowledge should also be and academic depth should also be on par with the other professional programs. Skills, are students ready for the job? Structure, is there any proper directions? Generally there is a horizontal direction and vertical direction. We need a vertical direction because basic level should move to advanced level should move to specialized level. Instead of horizontal direction, we need a vertical development. Next, practical, whether the skills are developed. Future, is it technology ready? Assessment, flexibility, whether it is actually NEP aligned or not, because there are some problems with the 2025 model. That also we are going to discuss in the coming slides. Next, whether it is feasible at the institutional level or not, whether it is relevant to the industry or not, that should also be tested. Next. So coming to the 2016 BPharm curriculum, its structure and critical analysis. Next slide. So credit distribution analysis, I am not going to go into all the details, just I will look at the different majors, pharmacy majors are called Sutics, Chemistry, Ecology and Cognosy. What is the percent distribution of credits? Because credits one credit, we know very well, one credit is equal to 15 hours of learning. So here pharmaceutics weightage is around 16 to 20%. Chemistry weightage is around 21 to 22%. Pharmacology weightage is 15%. Cognosy weightage is 8%. Pharmacy practice is 4%. Allied sciences is around 10%. Non-core subjects 5 to 6%. And project electives is around 4%. The current curriculum is actually having more chemistry oriented syllabus, because the number of, if you can look at the credit analysis, as per the credit analysis, the chemistry syllabus is very high comparatively to other specializations. Next. So here, core versus non-core distribution. Core means, once again, chemistry, Sutics, Ecology, Cognosy constitutes the core subjects. Here the core subject is around 60%, and allied biomedical sciences around 14%, and soft skills 7%, clinical practice 10%, electives is 3 to 4%, and research and 6%, which means in the current system, the core syllabus is good, foundation is good, foundational knowledge is good, and the coming 2025 model also same analysis we are going to have. In that I will tell some core content is decreased, and why it is decreased, let us discuss. Next. So components, theory and practical. So theory component is very heavy, you can see here. Theory component is around 60%, 65 to 67%. Laboratory content is around 27%, and practice school project is around 6%. Overall structural interpretation is, the type of curriculum is knowledge heavy, but it is not discipline centric, which means it is also a generalistic model. The current model is not providing any specialized skills for the graduates, because of this curriculum, our BPharm graduates have become jack of all, master of none. They read everything, but they cannot execute anything. This is the problem with our BPharm graduates. So we don't have any specialized skills, specialized training included in the curriculum. As a result, graduates are coming out of a general people, and they know something, but they are unable to do something. Next, core strength, strong scientific basis there. Major gap is lack of integration and skill orientation. Industry alignment is also moderate, not high, not excellent. Industry alignment is not strong, it is only moderate. Next, clinical relevance is very low. Specializations you can't find, just few electives are there, and those electives are also how to teach them. That mechanism is also not explicitly mentioned in 2016 curriculum. Next. Coming to 2025, this is the crux of our discussion, like 2025 curriculum, how it is presenting and how it is projected to meet the challenges of industry, teaching, that is academics and society. Next. Just if you can look at here, the core content, once again, we take the credits into consideration, and pharmaceutics and drug delivery, that particular domain, the credit distribution is 17%, and chemistry is 19%. So here, pharmaceutics, chemistry's percentage of weightage is reduced, and some percentage is been given to pharmacology. Earlier it was very less, like 10%. Now it has been increased to 16 to 17%. And pharmacognosy 8 to 9%. Earlier it was 6%, 5 to 6%. Next, biomedical and interdisciplinary, this contribution, this weightage is being increased like 11 to 12%. And data science 6 to 7%. Electives, same electives, that is 6%. Research internship, earlier it was 6%, now it is doubled. They have increased the research internships so that the student can become employable. Next. Once again, core, non-core comparison. So core subjects is around 58 to 60%, and biomedical interdisciplinary 18 to 19%. Clinical practice also they have increased 10 to 11%. Skill enhancement courses, ability enhancement courses, they have included into 6%. Electives, same 6%. Internship, they have doubled it. That is, earlier it was 6%, it is now 12%. Next. Coming to the theory and practical, it was like 60% in the previous curriculum. In the proposed curriculum, it is around 55%. 5% of theory has been reduced, and 24 plus experiential internship, if you combine that segment, it becomes around 36 to 40%, right? So practical segment has been increased. Next. So what are the drawbacks? What are the drawbacks of the current proposed curriculum, right? So the main drawbacks here in the curriculum design itself, there is a drawback, because curriculum should not be content heavy. A good curriculum is a curriculum that should not deliver the maximum content, but it should deliver the maximum competence. Competence is more important than content. Even if you add so much of content, and that content, if it is not translated into competence, there is no use of such curriculum. And the majority of the feedback, it's not my own feedback, we have searched in the internet and we have collected from various sources, and majority of the academicians are feeling that it is content heavy. The current proposed curriculum is having a lot of content without any vertical direction. In the horizontal direction, they have added each and everything, and they have not expanded it to the advanced level. Just at the basic level, they have done something and they left it. So here, the implication is superficial understanding only. There is no lack of depth. Unless you get some depth knowledge, you cannot be hired at a high packages initially. So this logic, this philosophy, this principle we have to keep in our mind. Next, elective structure, excessive electives without clear specialization pathways. So in the proposed curriculum, which is also placed on the table, you can go through that. Lot of electives have been given. Around 8 to 10 electives have been given. If you can consider the average student strength or intake is around 60 to 100, right? 60 in some colleges, 100 in some colleges. If you take 8 to 9 means not even 10 students per elective. 10 students per elective, who is going to teach that elective? Is the college able to provide that many different specializations and electives, provide teaching for that? That we have to, whether it is practically possible or not, that we have to think. Next, clinical content duplication. This is a serious concern. You might be seeing in the news, PharmD graduates are actually giving representations to PCI and other people, saying that already you have a clinically specialized program, that is PharmD. Once again, why you are including clinical pharmacy as another elective in the proposed B Pharm? If you introduce that, it will dilute the PharmD program, which is actually the main outcome, main objective of PharmD program is to serve the needs of the clinical pharmacy. So clinical pharmacy sector needs are to be fulfilled, and with that objective, that particular program has been designed. If you include the same content here, it is nothing but dilution. It is nothing but a competition, unnecessary competition between the graduates, which leads to dilution of the employment, which leads to dilution of the career prospects. Next, NEP implementation. Entry-exit flexibility is not operational. See, NEP has a lot of salient features, but major silent features is entry and exit is one thing, another one the academic bank of credits, multidisciplinary, then focus on vocational training. These are the four main main things included in the NEP. In this, we have adopted multidisciplinary things, multidisciplinary aspect we have adopted. We have adopted credit transfer model also we have adopted, but we did not mention anything about entry and exit. Whether entry and exit can be adopted to pharmacy curriculum or not, that they have to mention explicitly. If they don't propose that, then what alternate model they would like to propose, that also we have to wait. Next, technology integration, AI/ML, data science introduced but with limited credits. I have gone through this particular syllabus personally, and what we have done is the same curriculum we have sent to National Institute of Technical Teacher Training Institute in Chennai. One madam is there, Professor Selvi Rajendran. That madam actually analyzed the AI because she is expert in AI education. So I just mailed her. I don't know personally her, but just after taking her contact in the internet, I contacted her through telephonic conversation we had. She was very kind enough to support her and to put her inputs into this particular thing, and she has sent me a particular analysis that also there with me. I have not presented here, but it is there. So in that analysis, she said that AI content is introduced, but the number of credit hours which are there in the proposed curriculum are not sufficient to actually teach that AI content. Only 15 hours in a particular semester. AI is a big subject. How those 15 hours can cover the AI content and make the students capable of learning AI completely in depth and apply the AI content into pharmaceutical sciences. That is the key suggestion that she has offered. If you want to include AI content, increase the number of credit hours, then only the students will be able to learn effectively. That is the suggestion that we have received from that madam. Cosmetic inclusion is there, but not industry relevant syllabus. Next, skill development, skill courses present, but not deeply embedded. Graduates still lack hands-on competency. Even if the current model is boasting that, is praising itself that it is very much industry relevant, but if you can actually look into the syllabus, it is not coming up to the expectations of the industry. Next. Industry alignment, assessment system, all these things almost we have covered in the previous slides. Next. So comparative insight, number of credits has been decreased. Earlier it was around 210 credits are needed to get awarded with the B.Pharm degree, but as per the new NEP model, so only 170 credits are enough, and the remaining credits you can get some specialized training and all those things, which means theory burden has been decreased. Next, core sciences, 60%. Here also almost nearly same content is remaining. Next, coming to clinical exposure, 10%, 12%. So AI data science was not present in 2016 curriculum. It is included in the current curriculum. Research exposure only in final year. In 2025, continuous exposure is being given. Flexibility was rigid, and here it is soft and flexible. So specialization is minimal, and here some structured tracks are given, but the structured tracks lacks direction and depth. That is what we have to focus. Next. Academic experiences versus industry reality. This is also again, no need to go into the details because we are running against the time. So academic experiences we know very well, and industry expectations. And only one point I would like to mention here is, unless and until we meet academic experiences with industry expectations, we will not be able to produce competent graduates who can get high salaries. See, our concern is students are paying 1 lakh rupees per annum, at least 50,000 rupees per month. If we can't offer them a handsome salary, we are doing grave injustice to the students and their parents who are investing a lot of money with an expectation that pharmacy would empower them. Pharmacy course, pharmacy program can economically benefit their families. With that intention, they are joining into the courses. But because of this curriculum, because of the structural problems, systemic problems, we are not able to do justice even to the meritorious students, I am telling. Forget about the non-meritorious. Even the meritorious students are not able to get highest packages. If this is the situation, we must introspect. We must examine ourselves. Are we really delivering the content which we have promised for the graduates? So this question has to revolve in the minds of the academicians day and night and come out with a solid solution that can actually address this particular gap. Next. 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 Now, the main theme focus of our today's presentation, just within 10 minutes, I'm going to wind up the presentation. So the proposed model, because we have examined about the previous model, proposed model, and combining the drawbacks of previous and proposed model, and also adopting the NEP philosophy. We ourselves, with the consultation of some experts, have come up with a model, and this model is placed before the eminent academicians who are present here, like Savant sir and Bhavar sir, and also some academicians are virtually joined in this particular meeting. I request all these eminent academicians to please look at this particular model and give your valuable insights. I'm not saying that this is the only model which is actually valid, just a proposed model, and we invite suggestions, we invite corrections. If we are also, after all, we are all human beings, nobody is perfect, everybody needs some correction. With that aspect, with a positive mind, we have come up with some model, and this model is placed before all of the people who have joined through offline mode and online mode. I request now to please listen carefully and provide your valuable feedback. Next. So why this reform is needed? Because in both the cases, in 2016 case, in 2025 case, there is only horizontal depth, there is no vertical depth. So this is a crisis. So as long as you are engaged in horizontal depth, you can't produce a specialized graduate. As long as we produce generalized graduates, we can't demand salaries on par with the other professional courses. I'm not only saying BTech model, even the other professional courses also, they are, even if you take just the simple example I would like to give is management graduates, MBA graduates, 2 years of education, their starting package is around 5 to 6 lakhs. 2 years of education. If 2 years of education can provide 5 to 6 lakh package, why can't a 4 years of education can provide at least 3 to 4 lakhs of package? This is a key question which has to come in our mind, and this must be addressed with confident mindset and academic bent of mind. Next, overloaded curriculum, limited mastery, graduates need post-degree training. This is the problem. Once you send our graduates to industry, they can't do anything over there. At least 1 year, they should undergo training. It's a kind of hidden tax, hidden cost for the industries. Taking the graduates, paying the salary, training them, and they don't know whether they are going to retain in that particular industry or not. After training them, if they leave the industry, it's another burden for the industry. So we are not producing the trained graduates. On day one itself, they are not able to work in the industry. That is the major problem, and this has resulted in the low salary packages in spite of having heavy 4 years of education. Next. The proposed model is integrated 2+2 pharmacy model. So merge D-Pharm with D-Pharm, specialization in 3 to 4, and this is aligned with NEP model of entry and exit, and also academic bank of credits. The academic bank of credits is like a bank saving, like whatever the money that is there in your bank, similarly, whatever the credits that are there, it will be kept in your account. In order to award a particular degree, you need at least 170 credits. Suppose you are having 80 credits in pharmacy curriculum itself, like up to diploma, you are having 80 credits. If you earn another 80 credits or 90 credits in another area also, combining these two, there is a chance for getting a degree. This is the beauty of NEP system. And here, coming to the model that we are proposing is, initial 2 years, whatever the D-Pharm syllabus, whatever the first year B-Pharm syllabus should be same. There should not be any difference between first 2 years of D-Pharm syllabus, first 2 years of B-Pharm syllabus. Why? Because if we change, then we have to go for closure of the D-Pharm colleges. Now, there is a discussion saying that after 2 years, the students have to exit with D-Pharm, then what about the D-Pharm colleges? The very purpose why I have given in the first slide number of D-Pharm colleges is this one only. If you implement this decision, then around 2,700 colleges have to be closed at a time, and all the students and the faculty who are working in that particular institution, they are at risk. Whatever the decision that we take should gradually transition into the change, but there should not be any rapid and drastic change. So policy makers, thinkers should keep this in mind. Everybody, not only about students, but also about the lives of the faculty who are dependent. Not only faculty, some non-teaching faculty is also dependent in each and every institution. Those people livelihood also we have to take into consideration, and balancing the knowledge level and the career prospects of the students. The first 2 years, if you keep the same curriculum for D Farm and B Farm, D Farm colleges can continue to flourish, continue to serve as junior pharmacy colleges, foundation hubs. They can continue to serve like that. And a person who completes D Farm from there, they can directly enter into third year based on an exit examination. So next slide, please. So there is an exit examination which is proposed at the end of 2 years. We need to conduct an exit examination both in practice and in special knowledge. So if they get good number of marks, next slide. Practice stream and academic stream. If they get qualifying marks in the practice section, they will be allowed to register as a junior pharmacist. They will be allowed. If they get good marks, like in specialization stream, marks in practice stream should not be considered while selecting or while giving the seats for third year, right? While selecting the students while forwarding the students for third year, let us not consider marks in practice setup, but consider marks in the specialized domain. How many number of marks they are getting based on their merit score. Then the third year, final year, let us offer some specialized tracks. Into that, the students can take admission, and the remaining 2 years they can complete their education in the specialized model. They can have a deep expertise, depth of knowledge, and thereby from day one itself they can be ready for the employment. Like core specializations which we are proposing is Sutics, Chemistry, Ecology, Cognosy, and Pharmaceutical Management. Because pharmaceutical management, which means pharmaceutical marketing and also retail sector, is one of the major sectors which is providing maximum employment for the pharmacy graduates. Because in the initial slides itself, I have shown that 8 lakh people, 8 lakh students can be employed in the marketing sector alone, and 12 lakh people in production sector, which means around 80% of production sector employment there is a possibility with. So which means if the student is not having that much of talent, like see, all the students may not have the same knowledge level. Higher knowledge level, medium knowledge level, lower knowledge level. The lower knowledge level person can opt for pharmaceutical marketing, yet they can be successful in getting maximum salary. So even if they are having low competence, they will be able to get higher packages if we provide some varied tracks. Suppose the person who is having less knowledge, we are forcing him to learn the critical concepts of chemistry, critical concepts of Sutics. At the end, he is not able to get anything, wasting his money, wasting his time, and ending up with another career, discontinuing the pharmacy career, landing into the other professions. This is what happening. If you specialize them and giving them an opportunity to engage in an education which matches with his abilities, then it can be good. That is the reason why we are proposing varied electives. Next. See, vertical deep dive tracks: pharmaceutics production, chemistry, API, R&D, QC, ecology, clinical research, Cognosy, herbal sector, management for corporate rules. Whatever the corporate rules are there, which are actually occupied by MBA people. You can see a majority of the MBA people involved in HR, involved in operations in the pharmaceutical industries, and they are placed in higher positions. Why can't our positions, our people, if we provide some specialized track by consulting with the management professionals, asking them to draft a curriculum for us for pharmaceutical management, then we can push our own students into that sector which is being occupied by management professionals. Next. So impact of the model, day one industry readiness will be there, 700 hours of de-specialization. It eliminates training gap, strong alignment with job roles, because 2 years of exclusive depth concept you are providing means definitely the student is going to come up with a good knowledge. Next. Structural advantages, system level benefits is, as just now I said, it can save D-Pharm colleges, because in our country more number of D-Pharm colleges are there as per the data mentioned in the PCI website. Around 2,900 D-Pharm colleges are there. We have to think about their future. Next, removes curriculum duplication. In the proposed model, clinical pharmacy is one track, industrial pharmacy is another track. Why do we need another clinical pharmacy track when PharmD program is already available? Please think of this and make modifications which avoids unnecessary competition in our own profession itself. Next, produces specialist, not generalist, enhances global competitiveness. Next. So risk to address here, faculty specialization gaps, even the institutions also here. If we provide the specializations, institutions can have the choice to specialize themselves. One institution, there is no compulsion that all institutions should offer all specializations. Suppose in our institutions, we have pharmaceutics and pharmaceutical chemistry infrastructure is very good. The other infrastructure is very weak. You can drop those specializations and you can opt for only 2 specializations, and that saves your money, that saves your infrastructure, and that will make you to earn some money also, because you can increase the fee structure also, because in the specialized 2 years one fee structure, the other 2 years another fee structure. You can go for varied fee structure, unlike in the existing model where BPharm all 4 years same fees model, that also you can drop. And there is another demand that NIPERS should start graduate programs on par with the IITs. There is a demand. There is a significant demand in the civil society and citizens of this country, that saying that why, when IITs can nurture the talent, young youth talent, actually youth is having the 16 to 19 year students, they are having high potential. That high potential must be captured for the nation's development. The institutions which are established for the national importance should serve the national interest by engaging and by imparting the education to the talented youth of this country. If we implement this model, it will not be a burden on the NIPERS as well. They can go for only 3rd year, final year optional, 3rd year, final year they can keep, and remaining 2 years all the DPharm, all these people they can handle. And the advanced that specialization tracks, already NIPERS are having that infrastructure, faculty, everything. And if the faculty is not there, you can go for recruitment. But NIPER also should offer this particular program in the initial stage as a pilot study, as a pilot mode. This model can be implemented in NIPERS and NAC A+ accredited institutions first, and then it can be expanded to the other institutions. Next. Way forward, academic bank of credits integration, industry expert faculty specialization years, infrastructure based institutional categorization, professional licensing at year 2 and industry mastering at the year 4. Next. So that was around about the pharmacy, why we need to restructure the pharmacy education system for BPharm degree in India. Now we come up to the NPCC proposed agenda, proposed structure. We are planning for 2 days program, 2 days curriculum conclave. Day 1 what we are going to do, day 2 what we are going to do is mentioned very clearly over here. So day 1, the program schedule is in the morning session, welcome address by chief guest, address by guest of honor. Then we have a plenary session. This plenary session is a very important session, because in this session we have organized a discussion on how to draft an ideal curriculum and critical evaluation of proposed PCI 2025 draft syllabus by a curriculum expert. We are in contact, we are in touch with 3 to 4 curriculum experts from National Institute of Technical Teacher Training Institute. 2 to 3 people are there. University of Hyderabad, Department of Education, HOD is there. And another retired professor who served in National Council for Teacher Education Council, NCTE, Professor Ghanta Ramesh from Kakatiya University is also there in contact with us. And we are going to finalize one particular candidate as an expert for this particular session, that is plenary session. And in the next lunch break, followed by the lunch break, next. Same critical evaluation of proposed PCI 2025 draft syllabus from industry perspective also we are planning. From industry perspective, we are going to invite a famous academician, Professor V. Venkateshwarlu sir, who has resigned a job in Kakatiya University, permanent job in Kakatiya University, went to industry, and he left Dr. Reddy's at the capacity of vice president. Then he started his own industry, Neoid Pharma. We are in talks with him to deliver his key insights from industry perspectives on this particular proposed draft. Next, global reforms in pharmacy education. What are the global reforms? People are attempting to change the pharmacy education ecosystem at the global level. This talk is going to be given by Professor Srinath Palakurti, an alumnus of Kakatiya University. He is going to deliver on that. He is now working as a professor at Texas A&M University, USA. Next. And second, day two schedule is like in the morning 10 to 10:15 a.m., let us have a brief summary, brief recap of the day one activities. And 10:15 to 11:30 a.m., there will be a panel discussion. Panel discussion, bridging academia, industry, and regulatory with invited experts. And also we will invite their suggestions on the proposed model also. Proposed model will be given to them and they will be asked to speak on that as a part of the panel discussion. Then after panel discussion, there will be focused group discussions with the selected academicians, and they will be drafting the third year, final year, the specialized track syllabus, pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacology, pharmacognosy, pharmaceutical management, whatever the ideas that they have, they will come together and prepare third year, final year model curriculum that will be done during the focused group discussions. Next. Then preparation of the final syllabus and presenting before the conference committee and adoption of the syllabus and sending the proposal to the Honorable Vice Chancellor first and then to the PCA President through the Office of the Vice Chancellor in the name of the Ahilya Declaration on Pharmacy Curriculum Reforms. It will be there in the history. The name of this Ahilya the name of the SPPU should be there in the history of pharmacy education. For that, a significant name has been proposed, that is the Ahilya Declaration on Pharmacy Curriculum Reforms 2026. Hereafter, if a student has to study about the pharmacy education system history, this particular meeting should serve as a guiding light, torching light, to learn about what developments people have attempted for the benefit of the curriculum development. Next, 5:15, vote of thanks, and 5:15, there is conclusion. So this is all about the basic idea behind organizing National Pharmacy Curriculum Conclave, the concept, and also the proposed program structure. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank the two legendary people who have sat here and who have accepted our invitation, Professor Ramesh Sawant sir and also Bawar sir. Sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and listening to our pain, I must say, listening to the pain of the graduates, pain of the profession. Please listen to this, let us react about this, and let us try to come out. It is not a single person's problem. It is a problem of all. We are all suffering with this problem. We are not able to proudly say that our profession is also equally potent with the other professional courses. And the day must come where pharmacy is also a profession which can provide handsome initial packages. I conclude with this. Thanks for your patience listening. I request every one of you to please comment on this and invite suggestions and inputs for the success of this National Pharmacy Curriculum Conclave. Thanks, Mananda. Virtually, first any virtual, उसको क्या करो, ये ऑक्सिलरी केबल उधर ऐड करो ताकि जो वर्चुअली बात करते हैं ना उसका आते. अभी मेरा पीपीटी क्लोज करो, क्लोज करके वर्चुअल का. Please look at those who are, Kola sir, who are all joined in the virtual mode. You please tell me. I will announce their names. I thank Mangatayar madam for joining us this session. Next who has joined? Chandragowda Patil sir also joined the session. Thank you very much sir on behalf of our institution. Neeraj Vyavare sir also is there with, through our virtual platform. Thank you very much sir for joining the virtual platform. Amrutkar sir, thank you very much for paying attention to our discussion. Who are there? Sunil Amrutkar sir, thank you sir. Next. उसको सुनने में आ रहा है हमारा डिस्कशन? Were they able to listen our discussion? Mangatayar madam would like to speak? Huh? No, then you connect this auxiliary cable to this. That will not come out. इधर ऐड करो तुम. इसको होस्ट बनाओ. हाँ करेक्ट करेक्ट ओके ठीक है बट Yeah, commenting, sir. Because from that actually, नहीं तो इधर आ रहे क्या?
मेरा माइक ऑन है।
म्यूट करके इसको ऐसे मंगतार मैडम, you can speak.
Because the audio is very low, I don't know if I'm expected to speak. Let
Madam,
me
you
know
are able
what
to,
message.
we can hear you. अरे हेलो नहीं ये निकालो हम डायरेक्टली इसको थोड़ा वॉइस कम करो हेलो
Yeah,
हाँ मैडम यू कैन स्पीक
yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear my voice?
इधर करो इसका स्पीकर किधर है
You just connect the audio, that's enough, so that no.
यस स्पीकर किधर है इसका हाँ मैडम प्लीज
Yeah, I don't know how long you'll be able to hold like that. Can I just? I don't know whether I'm on or the other speakers are speaking.
No, you can talk madam
Okay. Can I say, is it about the syllabus? Can I just express my views, or is it after the
Sir,
lunch?
it is at your end. There must be multiple connections in the same room. That's why it is giving echo.
yeah correct
Just operate one connection only.
yeah correct yes
Otherwise, we are not able to hear. Just it is a sound in between we are getting.
అక్కడ this yes इसको ऐसा कर मैडम you can speak
Yeah, thank you. Before I think briefly I heard the full length talk by Dr. Shyam, and first and foremost I want to congratulate the organizers and Dr. Shyam Panga for having taken this effort. It's a much needed effort, need of the hour for pharmacy curriculum. All of us are aware, and I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the people who have participated, Dr. Ramesh Sawant and all BOS members. So while congratulating Dr. Shyam on this effort, I want to say that I've known him for so many years, right from the days of his being a student leader and other things. So the way he was able to make a thorough research on current status of pharmacy education in India, and his presentations was very exhaustive, especially with respect to the statistics of the number of students, number of colleges. Maharashtra being the voice for pharmacy education in India is very relevant and very valid, and it's high time we take a lead in this regard. Paulbudhe College and the initiative they have taken, and I'm very happy to see that BOS members, Dr. Ganesh Dama and everybody are on board with us online and otherwise. So I would be very much interested to be part of this curriculum for having put in more than nearly 3 decades of pharmacy profession as a teacher. One thing I feel is the percentage of acceptance, the percentage of knowledge, especially skills a pharmacy graduate has ever since 1988 when I finished my B.Pharm to now has always been the same. No matter how competent we are, our students are more AI savvy. If you look at the Pravara College of Pharmacy students, I find many of them are, they link with engineering students. They already have a knowledge of Python. Now, National Education Policy and the new syllabus has included Python. But despite that, our students are learning. They know a lot more compared to our generation, but still, the percentage of their technical knowledge to compare to the needs of the industry remains the same. They are not competent, and as Dr. Shyam has rightly pointed out, we need a lot of training. I very much agree with every point he has said, like the number of credits being less, and we need to be specialized like engineering. All that is very well said. But one thing is, we are unique compared to engineering college. Engineering has been in this country since number of years, and we have multiple specializations which are completely different. If you look at the growth of pharma industry in USA, now it is mostly, when we say pharma there, it's only professional pharmacy, that is clinical. Industrial pharmacy, as we call it, B-Pharm, what we do is, it has become almost like, like engineering. They do it. The way pharmacy is done in US is something we should take a lead. It's like, as Shyam has suggested, it is not necessary that we should go. No, it's my personal opinion. We, all of us can actually put our heads together and come to a conclusion about that. Instead of going for specialization, I agree with every point he has said, but in a nutshell, because of lack of time, the number of experts being online, I want to express that in a nutshell, instead of going for specialization from the second year like engineering, we are different from engineering, because like engineering, mechanical is totally different from civil, is different from robotics, is different from computer engineering. But whereas we have a strong, solid central core, which is pharmacy. So instead of going for specialization directly from the second year, total number of credits are 170. We could give like a 2-year base for them. A 2-year base in which every specialization they have some basic, because if you look, he has said that, we are chemistry heavy. Our syllabus is chemistry heavy, especially the new syllabus. If you look, it is chemistry heavy, but none of our chemistry knowledge is good enough for if you look at synthetic chemistry or industry, people are only taking MSc organic chemistry, especially in Chennai, from where I hail from. If you see MSc organic chemistry, people are more hired by industry. Despite our being chemistry heavy, we are not specialized. We do not know how to interpret an NMR and IR. Very little knowledge we have. So this in chemistry heavy, and one more thing is shootings heavy. It's also shootings heavy, but it is generalized shootings heavy. We do not know how to skill based, how to operate our pharma equipments, especially batch manufacturing records. See, we had so many people coming from Hyderabad offering our college training. They will offer our students how to be a product specialist. So marketing, if you take, even our students are not ready to be. The reason 2 years of MBA is able to offer them a higher salary is because it is a postgraduate specialization. They basically specialize in something else. That is why comparing an MBA graduate with a pharma graduate is not only, it's important, we have to make a note of that, but it is necessary that we train them as a specialization, not from after first year. 2 years of basic core training we can give, and we can give an assortment of subjects. So after 2 years of B-Pharm, the candidate will be able to select, like they have in US. You can give credits. For example, if the student wants to go in for pharmacognosy, if you take one important thing that we are missing in pharmacognosy, is as a pharmacognosy professor, I can speak is, see, even today, pharmacy students are taught that the word pharmacognosy was coined by Sadler and Schmidt. Thousands of years of herbal drug knowledge we have in this country, but still our pharmacy graduates say Sadler coined the word. Sadler coined the word in 18-something, but more than centuries of herbal drug knowledge we have. And it is heartening to note that PC has introduced Ayurveda and Siddha in the curriculum, but even Ayurveda graduates do not know exactly what Vata, Pitta, Kapha is. We just talk about it in a mystical way. So one subject which can be introduced into the B.Pharm curriculum, I feel, is especially material processing. Material process engineering, we have been very good. Ayurveda actually is a very, it's a specialized form of our ancient Indian expertise in processing materials, right from alchemy to chemical engineering, our ores, the knowledge we have about ores and all. None of this our students know. National education policy is asking us to equip our students on traditional knowledge system. Indian traditional knowledge systems are so thorough that we do not have a subject. Our pharmacognosy students take off by saying Sadler coined the word pharmacognosy, and from there we draw everything from the West. What about contributions from our country? What about just talking about Ayurveda and Siddha like Ayurvedic doctors is not going to serve the purpose. What our pharmacy graduates need is to talk about material processing. How good we were in material processing, Indian alchemy, Indian chemistry, and Indian knowledge of processing various herbal drugs. It is herbal drugs where, for example, I do not know, many of our students do not know that we were using a lot of metals and minerals without any toxicity being reported. So that kind of material processing knowledge, our students do not know. Only after doing research. See, when we were doing pharmacognosy, most other specialization people, they used to tease us saying, what research you are going to do? What research pharmacognosy people can do? You just need a blade, that's all, to do a transfer section. You don't need anything else. But today, every PhD, if you see, it takes herbal drugs and they finish their PhD and they go away. But still, pharmacognosy is not given enough importance or no. So the pharmacognosy subject has to be thoroughly reviewed and not just giving a lot of theoretical knowledge. If a student wants to specialize in pharmacognosy, he should be able to select specific subjects and get the appropriate credits. If he wants to specialize in chemistry, he should be able to. I think a basic 2-year course and then the further 2 years with also, I very much agree with Dr. Shyam saying, offering so many electives. How many staff are each pharmacy college has? I'm not saying on record as per PCA, but really how many staff we have? How many specializations we can offer? If you have 9 to 10 electives, can we offer all the electives for our students? No. 2 to 3 electives only we can offer, but that should change. If we are going to have specializations or if we can have a bunch of credits the students can choose from. So after second year, if the students are able to choose, you have 100 students, 30 students want to choose this way, 40 students want to choose this way. You do not have that many staff. So I think our syllabus should first change so that in demand with the syllabus, even the PCA will be forced to look at the faculty strength of each college, and each college will be then able to genuinely represent instead of saying yes to whatever the PCA is saying. So I think I will be willing to I appreciate the efforts taken by Paulbudhe College of Pharmacy. I don't know how much these efforts will be really reflect in terms of bring about change in the syllabus, but Maharashtra being a leading leading in India, we're having the maximum number of colleges, our voice should definitely be heard. And Savitribai Phule Pune University being a pioneering university in pharmacy, I would especially request the BOS members to take this forward, and if we really are able to sit together and bring a change in the curriculum, especially the current pharmacy syllabus that is being floated will become another Me Too unless we are able to make strong changes to this. So I really be willing to be a part of the process in looking at adding a subject. My bottom line before I conclude is I want to, because people will be tired of just listening, we have to do something. We will add a subject which talks about Indian traditional knowledge system, how strong India was in the field of pharmacy without drawing parallels from the Western world. So that is one subject we could add, and that will be common for everyone. And one more thing, recently in IIT Madras, they had a very good discussion on national education policy. I was part of that, I could join. And what they were saying is we should offer humanities also. We talk as if engineering graduates cannot discuss humanities and arts and science graduates need not discuss science. So especially in a little of history, most of our students do not know. I'm not talking about history like Ashoka, Babur, Buddha, like that. History of Indian knowledge systems must be a subject. So that is a humanities subject we can also add. If not, we can make it into a technical, non-technical. Students who are not interested, no, they just directly want to specialize in production, other things, they could take the general history. The technical history would be something we'll talk on, material processing, the actual science of it. So there are enough number of technical experts around. I'll be willing to, I have worked more than 2 decades in this line of pharmacognosy, not just as how the Westerner has taught us. Pharmacognosy as a subject, we in India need to develop it, and we have enough resource material to offer a subject. I think that would be one important thing. And I know this is just a preparatory meeting. We could put our heads together and try to delve on a subject, how as a deliverable, what kind of subject. I'd be willing to offer the syllabus for such general and an elective. And even the pharmacognosy subjects, I'm sure we have other experts also. We can come and change the syllabus in such a way that students who are interested in herbal, many of our students know at B.Pharm, they come up with such wonderful products based on herbal. They want to be entrepreneurs. They could choose electives which are pharmacognosy focused and marketing focused and MBA focused. So by the time they finish B.Pharm, they could become an entrepreneur. So I think this way we can focus on chemistry is somebody who wants to go into research. So keeping that in mind, we can actually sit together and come up with a kind of electives which students can choose for their credits, and we could give the streams in such a way that everything becomes productive. By the time they finish 4 years, they are specialists in something, if not be a generalist. So world over, we are a generic expert in pharmacy. We make generic drugs. So even education, let us not be a generic education expert, and the students learn so much, but they know nothing. I think we have to put an end to that by, so this initiative, this conference you are having, I'm sure will go a long way in that. With that, I'll conclude. I'm sure all experts will agree with me in what we are saying. I will be with Dr. Shyam, and let us see what we can do for the syllabus. Thank you very much for giving this forum, and I will give it back to the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your valuable insights, and whatever the suggestions that you have offered have been jotted down, and it will be recorded as a part of the preparatory meeting proceedings, and everybody's voice, everybody's suggestions is on record, and whatever you suggest, whatever you give, whatever the idea, whatever the input that you give inside, let us together make some difference. Thank you, madam. Thanks for joining, and thanks for sharing your valuable insights, and also for sparing your valuable time. Thank you, madam. Next, anybody from virtual platform? ऐसा रखो. Anybody is raising their hands? Okay. We request Vyavare sir. कौन है? I request C.R. Patil sir to please share his valuable insights. और कौन है? फोन किया? चल रहा, फोन चल रहा है थोड़ा. Meanwhile, you can share, sir. Meanwhile,
okay, so Since last 1.5 years, we have listened to Dr. Sham, and first of all, we should appreciate the efforts which you have taken for the pharmacy profession. Such a wonderful preparation. Not only the hall and all, but the text or the presentation. It is visible that you have taken a lot of efforts and a lot of exercise has been done on this regarding the pharmacy curriculum. So we are there with you, sir. We'll surely, this is, since it's a preparatory meeting, so whenever there is a final meeting and stalwarts of pharmacy are also going to join, we'll listen to them. And meanwhile, what I will suggest that we'll prepare a Google form at our level.
Yes, sir.
We all will think what to be included in the Google form, and we'll invite suggestions from the stakeholders.
Yes, correct.
Like the students, teachers, principals, means whoever are facing any difficulties or if they have any fruitful suggestions
Yes.
for improvement of the pharmacy curriculum, so we can include in that our final meeting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you, that's it.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I think the preparation and passion, what I have seen towards the profession is excellent by principal as well as team. Those who are really involved and they really found passionate towards the revamping the syllabus. See, the major purpose he talked about the change in the syllabus is employment. And then he compared the B.Pharm, B.Tech and MBA. Then see, whatever, I first give my disclaimer, whatever opinion, it's my own opinion. It has nothing to do with organization where I serve. It has nothing to do with SPPU. It's my own opinion. Okay? So, if we compare the syllabus of B.Tech, it is varying institutes to institute. AICT gives a baseline of the syllabus, minimum requirements, and every university or institute, they alter as per their requirements.
Yes.
Is it happening in pharmacy? This is a major reason. The Pharmacy Council of India expect that their syllabus should be implemented throughout India. Is it justifiable?
Correct, sir. Correct.
If so, okay. If not, then thought should be given. When we compare B.Pharm with MBA or B.Tech, this is a major difference I find, that they have liberty to alter their syllabus as per their requirement, as per their quality of student. See, IITs, they have different syllabus because the student, cream is going there. So every institute, as per their student requirement, it is changing. So that is a major thing that is to be concerned, right? Nextly, it's a survival of fittest. So one should not think of a closure of institute or running of institute. Who is fit, he will survive. So come in market. It's not like that. One should not think like this. Be competent. A winning horse is appreciated, always. So be like a winning horse, not like a survivor. So one should think about this, and one should have liberty of this kind. Then and then only, whatever you are talking about our skills, and when you are comparing our skills, I know many of the professionals, they are earning much better than B.Techs or MBAs.
Correct.
Those who are only B.Pharm or M.Pharm, not even PhD. Earlier, few of my friends they are earning like anything. So it doesn't mean that, that is what I am talking, that is winning horse, not like just survivor. Then, okay, as Bawar sir said, it's a preparatory meeting when all will come together. My suggestion is prepare a draft, first share with industry experts or employers rather.
Correct.
Have their inputs, then prepare accordingly or alter accordingly as per their requirement.
Yes.
Again, when a draft 2016 draft when we received, at the first sight, everybody was saying that the syllabus is poor. Right? So it's my own opinion again.
Yes, correct.
I am talking about, it's not correlated with my organization or SPPU. Everybody was saying it's poor. Still, it took 10 years to revise. So that is a major concern. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable suggestions, and whatever the suggestions that you have given, definitely we will follow that. And at the end, final meeting, definitely we will share all the curriculum with industry experts, employers, and all the stakeholders, receive positive feedback from them, and then we'll go for this particular final meeting. Thank you, sir. Thanks for your presence and also accepting our invitation. With this, any virtual platform speakers? No. So with this, we conclude our morning session. Let us go for lunch session, and then we'll be back here to discuss the remaining agenda for NPCC 2026. Now let us all move for the lunch. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Okay, sir.
Others don't let them wait again.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Let us conclude that.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yes.
Whatever required, we can discuss
Later on. Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Right. No, sir. No, sir. It's good. It will be a duplication even if we come. Correct. Yes, yes.
And I request all those who are involved here or those who involved virtually or by some other means, they can put their suggestions or they can share their suggestions with Shyam sir, either by email or
Yes. Yes. As said by Bawar sir, we will distribute a Google form.
So you can share your views
Yes.
like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Bawar sir. Thank you, Savan sir. Right. We'll close the session. Thank you. Okay, sir.
Arts and commerce.